Hi, everyone. I'm Abby Austin, Director of the Alaska Airmen Association, and I am here with Jon Kotwicki of FLY8MA Alpha, and we want to show off this incredible project that he's built for us. It's one of our amazing raffle prizes. You can win 2 nights in this amazing, tell me again, which airplane are we in?
We are in a 1956 Douglas DC-6.
DC-6. So we're going to give you a little tour of this bananas project he's built and do a deep dive. So Jon, start us off. What are we looking at here?
So we are in the cargo room, the laundry room. But cargo is, I mean, like everyone has a laundry room. I mean, cargo room is much cooler.
Right.
Much cooler thing, right? So we've got the original cargo doors of the actual aircraft. This is the main entryway into our 2-bedroom, 1-bath airplane house. We've got a nice little, decorative propeller up there on the wall that is not the propeller from the DC-6. Those things were, like 15 feet across. Much bigger. And as you come in here, you first enter in with the master bedroom in back. And so now any good, Airbnb airplane house really needs a king-size bed.
Sure.
Because captains, I mean, they don't sleep in queen-size beds.
Right.
Yeah, no, this is a real airline captain bedroom here.
Wow.
So you've got your king-size bed, you got the TV on the wall, a little dresser. It is an airplane. I mean, it is, it's not 50 feet wide. It's not a 747. It's a DC-6. But still plenty of room. And then a big thing that we really wanted to achieve was not the crappy, regular old airplane bathroom. I mean, I will hold it from LA to Florida, from Seattle all the way to Tampa. I don't want to use the airplane bathroom. So we wanted to have a nice, real size bathroom, right?
Yeah.
Real,
that's beautiful.
Real toilet with a heated toilet seat. Heated towel bar.
There's a heated toilet seat on there.
I mean, it's Alaska, and I'm from Florida. I mean, I'm trying to adjust to Alaska,
but
baby steps. Baby steps. There is heated floors throughout the airplane too, because my toes get cold. And I figured other people might have cold toes, and we don't want that to happen here. So, all right. So coming forward to the forward section of the airplane, down the hallway here, we've got our second bedroom. A little smaller, queen size bed for any extra guests, but sleeps 2 in here. Enough room to be cozy and comfy for the night.
I think it's cool. I mean, it's part of the vibe, right? If I wanted a big hotel room, I would book that.
Yeah.
This is
and there is plenty of space as we come forward here. We're going to come up into the kitchen. You've got a full kitchen. You've got regular size refrigerator. You've got regular kitchen sink, little oven, hot plates and stuff. And of course, if you do want to do any barbecuing, because, everybody wants to barbecue in an airplane. We do have the barbecue grill out on the wing deck. And again, we don't like to be cold here in Alaska, so we do have the fire pit out there on the wing deck. We've got the runway views, the mountain views.
Usually, you can see in the haze, usually the view is improved a little bit.
Yeah. We've got some pretty mountains out there. But a little bit of Alaska spring right now.
Tell me more about the kitchen. How did you manage to put this in an airplane? I had to show it's not a prop.
Yes. Well, you have to understand, like anything in aviation, Abby, all it takes is time and money.
Right.
I mean, that's all it takes.
Sure.
And with enough time and money, you can do anything. You may be out of time and out of money at the end of it, but you will have a kitchen sink with nice hot running water in an airplane. There was a lot of logistics that went into putting this airplane here right next to a runway, in making sure that, yes, we've got heated floors, your toes are warm. Yes, you've got good water pressure. Like, nobody wants to wash their hands in that little... So, I mean, having the boost pumps all the way from the well, that's 1,500 feet away, boosting pressure as it comes down here, dealing with water lines that could freeze, so burying electrically heated wires underground to ensure that none of those pipes would freeze. Of course, having its own plumbing system throughout the whole aircraft. All those pipes, being that it's an aluminum airplane, it conducts heat super well. So when it is negative 20 outside, you've got those pipes hanging there, in the belly, and it's pretty hard, where they do touch those aluminum ribs to prevent them from freezing up. And so they all have electric wires that run along them to heat those pipes for your domestic cold and hot water.
Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. You are kidding about expense. Were you?
Yeah. So
is there a lot of, I have so many questions.
Yes.
Is there a lot of insulation in the walls?
There is. So big misconception. People think that airplanes are really well insulated because they fly up high in very cool temperatures. They're also doing that while they're burning thousands of pounds of fuel per hour, and they have an immense amount of waste heat to generate all that heat. They're pressurized, And by the virtue of pressurizing that air, just like your air compressor gets super hot when it, pressurizes, So just by virtue of pressurizing any airplane, you're going to generate an immense amount of heat. And that's coming in the sense of burning thousands of pounds of jet fuel or avgas per hour.
So they're not keeping the cold out.
No, they're just
heating the inside.
Immensely.
Okay,
yes.
got it.
Yeah. So we ripped out all the initial insulation that came through. Of course, the whole thing got stripped back to its original bones and scrubbed thoroughly for days. With lots of degreaser, lots of pressure washing. I mean, that old airplane smell is nice. It's nostalgic, but not to live in.
Sure.
It's nice for that 1.3, flight lesson that you got in that old ratted out 150, but not to actually be sleeping in here.
Right.
So we wanted to make sure that it smells like a new house, not like an old airplane. We did do several layers of insulation because we don't want to intrude into the aircraft too much. I mean, obviously you can insulate it very well, but you're not going to be left with much space in here.
Sure.
So a combination of spray foam, Reflectix, lots of different materials that went into the walls. It's still not very efficient to use.
Sure.
This one is not a 5-star energy rated home.
Got it.
We burn a lot of oil the winter to heat this thing. But
it feels great.
Most importantly, it's comfortable.
It feels wonderful. It's winter outside and it feels great.
Yes.
It's not drafty. It's not cold at all. It's amazing.
Absolutely. And being that it's a DC-6, it sleeps 6, it seats 6. We are going with that theme. Sure. Now, not only do we have the DC-6, we also have the DC-9. That's going to be sleeping 9.
Oh, great.
Yeah. As a pilot, you can do that math.
Got it. And what about the 727?
We haven't figured that out yet. That's too many numbers for pilots to compute.
Okay, right.
But the DC-9 will be a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. That'll be open for summer of 2024, this summer. Wow. This one obviously is already open for our guests.
So the DC-9 is significantly more square footage.
It is. Yeah. And the 727 is even more square footage.
Yeah.
The engineers with all those numbers, there's some math that goes
sure.
Bigger.
Yeah.
It's just bigger.
Bigger.
Yes.
And people can see all of this on your website?
Absolutely. FLY8MA.com. Going on YouTube, just go to Google, type in fly, the number 8, and then MA, Mike Alpha. And you'll find all this stuff. There's lots of different things you can do here. You can come here and you can just stay in a DC-6. You could buy a ticket for the Alaska Airmen raffle, and you could win 2 nights staying in here. Book this thing on Airbnb. You can book the other ones on Airbnb. You can come out here and just enjoy the airplane. You can come out here and do flight tours with us. We have a Cessna 206 that we run on a 135 certificate to take you out to the glaciers, to see the bears, go land on gravel bars. If you're interested in doing some flight training, whether you have your private or no aviation experience, or you're already an experienced pilot yourself. Several other aircraft that we offer tailwheel endorsements in, off-airport instruction, mountain flying, just pretty much anything to do with aviation. We like airplanes.
So was that the vision, just to attract people to come out here and just interact with all different aspects of
the vision was really to create a place that we could offer a one-of-a-kind experience.
Yeah.
If you want to come to Alaska with your family, and they, your wife and kids perhaps, want to go see the bears, and you do too, but you want to fly an airplane, well, we can put a flight instructor in that charter aircraft, and you can actually fly it to go lay on the beach with your family in the back. If that scares them, which it may, we can put you with an instructor in a Super Cub, or in your own airplane if you bring it up here. We can ferry your aircraft up here for you. We can give you training in it while still showing your family a good time. I think we can both agree on it that Alaska is the most amazing, beautiful place in the world. Nothing comes close. Like, Iceland's got nothing on this. Iceland does have roads that goes to really cool places. Alaska doesn't. And so to get to the amazing places, the most amazing places in the world, here in Alaska, you have to do it by small bush plane. And that's what we're able to offer here. We have a fleet of 7 aircraft that fly, not to mention the ones that people live in. Ultimately, we wanted people to be able to come here, whether it's on a corporate retreat, and do some team building exercises and have some conference space to enjoy during the day, and then private housing, for their staff, the evenings. We do have other cabins on site that are not airplanes. We've got some 1-bedroom, 1-bath cabins. We've got about 6 of those. Have some 2-bedroom, 1-bath cabins as well. So we do have plenty of housing.
To support a lot of people.
Yeah, whatever the event is. If it's someone's wedding, if it's just simply a family reunion, a big vacation. We want people to come here to stay with us and to have an experience that they'll be talking about for decades, and that ultimately you won't be able to top anywhere else. And so when people say, well, why'd you get 3 airplanes, to turn into houses? There's not a whole lot of Airbnbs out there that you can actually fly into. We have had guests that they come in, they park their airplane right here, they tie down, there's plugs outside for preheat, if it is wintertime. It's a pretty cool setup, and pretty cool people to be able to share the property with and have this experience. A little bit over 100 acres here that all this is situated on. 2 runways, Yes, we've got
Which you
1900.
built all yourself, right?
Did.
Yes.
I thought, like typical pilot, I'm just like, oh yeah, like buy a little bulldozer. Yeah. How hard can it be? I fly planes, guys. I can build a runway. No, you can't. It takes like dozers, graders, dump trucks, excavators, motor scrapers, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
Lots of different soil types and things. Yeah. Burned a lot of diesel fuel learning.
I've seen some of that footage, so people can go and watch that stuff, right?
They can on our YouTube channel. Yeah, if you want to see the process of these airplanes being disassembled and actually transported here on site, because that in itself was a huge feat.
It caused quite a stir in the community when these airplanes got moved out here.
Yeah, with small traffic delays for a little bit there on the highway. Process of disassembling them, reassembling them, converting them into these homes. The whole construction process is all there on our YouTube channel at FLY8MA Alpha. And then lots of other footage of flying here in Alaska. Lots of training footage for private instrument, commercial, written prep, check ride prep, all that stuff. I think about 500 some videos there on YouTube on our channel. We like to work and we stay busy.
Yeah.
Anything to do with airplanes, we like it.
Amazing.
But anyways, so a little bit more about here. We've got the pull-out couch. Yeah, we've got the pull-out couch for the extra guests. We've got the full-size tire. It's kind of a heavy one. But nice little coffee table there.
Yeah.
Your first-class seating. What first-class seating is supposed to look like.
Right. I would know, but
yeah. The light switches are the bump into them. Then coming forward here, we've got our cockpit. We wanted to keep this as original as we possibly could. Yeah, so trying to illuminate some of the circuit breakers, all the wiring. What's really cool about this is when you sit in it and you get to think about the history that exists in this airplane, right?
Yeah.
So we're sitting here in the cockpit. Yep. It's just as crammed as it ever was.
Yep.
And I mean, think about what you've seen out this window. What people have sat here, guys and gals have sat in these seats and been able to see out this window, seeing Alaska, seeing the whole world. This thing was built in 1956 and a lot of history in the airplane. Wow. Think about the people who riveted it together, who installed these switches here, who actually put in every single screw, every rivet.
It's pretty amazing.
It's
get a shot of here, all the
lots of buttons and switches, guys.
All the original.
And it's perfectly safe to come up here, sit in the cockpit,
and flip all the switches?
Touch all the switches. But first, before you flip all the buttons and switches, you have to reach right over here to the beer fridge.
Oh, right.
and you grab a beer. You can do it from the captain or co-pilot seat. That was a requirement, is you have to be able to sit in the chair and reach the beer fridge.
Yeah.
A little bit more of a stretch to reach the bottle opener, crack a beer, and then you can touch the throttles.
Live out your childhood
you can go ahead and make the motor noises, touch the buttons and switches, flip things.
Always wanted to be able to push the buttons in something.
Oh, yeah. So
cool.
We're probably going to turn this into a flight simulator where these controls will actually be wired into the computer. So you can sit here. That's what that little electrical outlet there is for, is to power up the computer and the computer screens. So you can sit here and actually fly the airplane with the yoke, with the pedals. Lots of projects to do still. In the meantime, we're focused on getting these livable, comfortable, which we've done obviously with this one. We've got a few more to go.
It's luxurious.
And then, of course, trying to still save some time for doing some flight instruction and flying, which is kind of the whole point, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for showing us this incredible project that you've got here. And I just want everyone to go visit Jon's website, because there's a ton of cool footage there. And one of the reasons we partner with Jon is not just because of his fantastic donation to our raffle, which we're very appreciative for.
Yes,
but he is a true believer in our work with our Next Gen Aviation Club and workforce development. And we partner with him throughout the year on a lot of youth activities and things like that. And you guys should really check out his website and see all the cool stuff that he's doing. And come visit this place. It's like Disneyland for pilots. So come check it out. Buy raffle tickets, alaskaairmen.org, and experience all that there is. So come see us. And
for the first FLY8MA Alpha fly-in here, it's going to be the Alaska Airmen Next Gen fly-in. July.
We're planning a fly-in.
Yep, second weekend of July here at the FLY8MA Alpha Pilot Lodge. Hopefully get some younger people excited about aviation. Yeah. Help them get that first step. That first step is kind of hard, but once you take that first step, then all of a sudden it's private instrument, commercial, lots of debt, and off to the races.
Well, if this doesn't hook them, I don't know what does.
Yeah. So thanks for climbing aboard, guys.
Thanks for your time today.
Yes, thank you.